Now moving on to my top 10 favorite solo artist debuts or comebacks, here are my honorable mentions.
Am Se7en 너만 덤벼 어떤 이는 내가 이 자리를 쉽게 앉았다고 해요 Fucking 난 성공과 거리가 먼 형들 사이 눈을 가시네요 솔직히 사이 한월 쪽팔려 이제 1년에 50만 장 팔아 Kpop이란 카테고리 날 담기에는 사이트가 다른 왜 없어 Girl what's your number 오래전부터 멀리서만 봤지만
About you, think about you. You ain't know. She ain't even know. Baby, still think about you. I spend my days and night every time I think about you. Every time I think of you, you ain't know. You ain't know. She ain't even know it, baby. I think about you.
Number 10 is Seven's I Am 7. This comeback was such a shock to me. Like, I think if anything good came out in 2016, it's Seven's comeback. And as someone who was a fan of him when I first got into K-pop, and by then, like, he hadn't really done anything in a while, so in my mind I was kind of thinking like, okay, he's done, and it kind of bummed me out. I was, you know, happy with his older music, but I wasn't ever really expecting anything new, and then he just surprised us all, and it made me so happy. And the songs hold up. Every feature on the album is like so good and just, I don't know, so different. You've got Ready, you've got Must Woo, so really interesting combinations, but they work really well, and this whole album just kind of made my year. Number 9 is Lay's Lose Control.
Oh baby no no baby no no I need you lose control need you lose control baby 我放弃抵抗就让狂流释放你要的我放肆表演进去的 lose control baby no no I need you lose control.
Who would have thought the first solo debut from EXO would be Lay? Like, wow. And then the time and the care that SM really took with this album really shocks me, because I honestly thought that this was kind of just a stunt just for the fans to kind of let them know that Lay's not going to leave EXO. And so I wasn't really expecting a lot from this album, and yet they did the most for this album. So it really impressed me. What I also liked is they had his songs in Mandarin. They did not sort of F around and say, okay, we're going to do Korean and Mandarin. Like, they were like, you know what, Lay? You're Chinese, so we're going to honor that. And they let him do everything in Mandarin. And the fact that he wrote for all of this album and produced it and just like was totally in the production of this whole thing makes me so happy. And if you have not seen that music video, ooh, Lose Control, that was like one of my favorite ones of the year. Number 8 is Sandeul's Stay As You Are.
기억도 안 날 거예요. 그댈 알아볼 수 있도록 본 적도 없는 당신과 내가 가늠할 수 없는 그날에 만나.
If you have not seen my videos, I reacted to his music video and I loved it, and then I did an album review for Stay As You Are, and I've really said all that I can say about this album. It's beautiful, it's perfection, and I think it's just a really strong solo debut. Number 7 is Lee Hi's Seoulite.
Let me hold your hand again and again and again. I want you to come back. I want you to love me again. I said 1, 2, 3, you 오늘도 한 발자국.
I love the first half that she came out with, and I was really impressed with it. And then when she came out with the second half, and basically the repackaged version, just the things that she can do just amaze me. And her voice is so grown, it's so beautiful and so sexy. Like, it can just do so many different tones, so many different sounds. Also, I really like that Jonghyun helped her produce Breathe. That just made me so happy because my fave, boosting my faves, like, yes. Number 6, speaking of, is Jonghyun's She Is.
Oh, sweet love, 흐르는 캔들 앞 조용히 앉아. I like this bridge. Oh, sweet love, 가만히 눈만 마주쳐도 너만 보면 미치겠어. 자꾸만 너의 눈빛을 줘.
I fell in love with this album. I fell in love with just everything about this. The video, the album cover, the art in the album, the actual photo book, the teasers, just everything about this comeback was just so different from what Jonghyun had previously sold to us with bass. You know, he's all smooth, sexy, kind of almost like a underground club kind of vibe. And then he came out with this album and it was like bright, sunny. I mean, it still had his sound, the actual songs very much still had that Jonghyun jazzy sound, but I'm talking about just the whole comeback look and the vibe was very different, and that impressed me that Jonghyun could kind of switch over and do something that wasn't really, you know, kind of him, that's, you know, not normally what he portrays. Number 5 is Xia's Signature.
Let's go. 뛰어오르는 그 달려 초월을 거듭한 속도 한계를 느끼지 못해 결코 날 잡을 수 없어. Bring it down, bring that ceiling down.
If you don't know already, 2016 was like my awakening with older singers, with older groups. Xia, Kim Junsu was one of those. I made a whole video about why I loved him, why I think he is one of the best singers in K-pop and in the Korean music industry. I made, you know, reaction videos. I mean, I just did the most with Xia for 2016, and I've kind of said the most that I can say about him. I love him to death, and this album was beautiful. This album has so much in it, which all of his albums do, which I love. Like, he does not hold back. I like that he doesn't come out with mini albums, because then when he comes out with a full album, you know you're getting everything. You're getting the ballads, you're getting the party songs, you're getting the weird, like, musical and life songs. Like, it's just so so amazing how like great of an artist he is, and I get just so happy talking about him or listening to him. And I love Xignature. I think it's one of the best ones that he's come out with. And number 4 is, I'm cheating a little bit. This one is AOMG.
Oh yeah, girl, 내 몸이 힘들어. Oh yeah, girl, 내 맘도 힘들어. And 나 이걸 지려할 수 있는 걸. 너 하나뿐 only you. 데리러 가게 걸 전화도 좀.
2016 was truly, honestly, the year of AOMG. Like, they did everything, and all of them, not just J Park, but Simon D, Gray, Loco, ELO, Hoody, like Ugly Duck, everyone did everything. Some of my favorite albums to come out of AOMG was ELO's 8 Femmes. If you have not listened to that album, please go do so. It will change your life. Like, it was just amazing, and it's so beautiful, and I loved it. And then On by Hoody, Boost Hoody. Hoody is one of the most beautiful voices in K-hip-hop right now. Her album was so good, and she produced it, she wrote it, Hoody is incredible. And the fact that, like, Jay saw all of that talent in her, just, it makes me so happy. And then Everything You Wanted, J Park, of course, the man himself. That album, that was just amazing. And not just amazing in K-hip-hop, but I feel like if he had released that in America, because there was enough, like over half the album was in English. So if he had released that in America, I promise you, you would have been hearing J Park's name through the airwaves here as well. Like, that album was the most. That album was a 1, A+, 100. I loved it to death. Number 3 is Park Hyo-shin's I Am a Dreamer. So again, we had Jun Soo, and now we have Park Hyo-shin, and just, he's amazing. I mean, there's a reason his fans call him, like, what do they call him, like, God of K-pop, or like, he has a God voice or something, like, but he is God. And it's amazing that after so long, he came out with such a beautiful album, and every song is a winner. Like, there's not a single song on the album that I'm like, skip. Like, every song, when I listen to this album, I have to just listen to it, and I just can't, like, I can't do homework, I can't really be like surfing the internet, I can't be talking to someone, like, I just really almost find myself just sitting there listening to the album, which is crazy because it's like a 14 song album. So I mean, I'm sitting there for like an hour and a half just listening to music, like literally staring at a wall listening to Park Hyo-shin. So this album is incredible. It stops you in your tracks, and I love it. Number 2 is Luna's Free Somebody.
Just wanna free somebody. 느낀 대로 말해. Tonight, 너와 나 이 순간에 차가운 맘에.
And the reason this is so high up there, I know it was just a mini album, it's not a full album like, you know, Jonghyun, Shia, Park Hyo-shin. It's just a mini album. But this sort of opened my eyes and made me realize that I need to support women. Luna has an incredible voice. Before I listened to this album, I didn't really listen to FX, so it's not like I listened to her because I listened to FX. Like, I had no association with FX whatsoever. I just listened to this because it looked interesting and, you know, fun. And I watched the music video. I actually did a reaction to it and I loved it. And I think it's one of the best debuts of 2016. Like, this song, this album was just amazing, and she showcases her voice so well. I like that the whole album has the same kind of vibe. It's not like she tried to do different songs and tried to do a lot with the album, but it's the same vibe, but her voice does different things. So she has a couple party songs or, you know, club songs on the album, but then she has ballads, and her voice is so strong and so beautiful and so incredible that she can do all of those things effortlessly. Like, this album was just amazing, and it's kind of sad to say because by this time I had liked K-pop for almost a year, and I still didn't have a female artist album. But this album was the first female artist that I ever owned. Like, I bought her album right away, and I still listen to it, like, all the time. In my car, in my room, just wherever. So go listen to this album if you have not. Luna is amazing, and she needs to be boosted. Number 1, I did a little differently because this just tore me up. Like, I could not decide between these two artists. So one of them was like slightly under the other one, just slightly. So I'm gonna say them in sort of a 2-1 order. My number 1 artist and album of 2016 was Sam Kim's with I Am Sam and Taemin's Press It.
엄마의 마음, 아빠의 마음, 멀리 있어도 다 똑같아. 할머니의 마음, 할아버지의 마음, 어디 있어도 다 똑같아. So mama don't worry. So mama don't worry. 흐릿해진 기억을 찾고 애타는 마음이 너를 찾아가. 다시 또 pressure 오랜 침묵 속에 그냥 혼잣말만 자꾸 늘어가 부르고 불러도 답은 줄어가.
Sam Kim, 2016 was his debut year, so it was amazing that he came out with such a strong album and just such beautiful vocals. I don't know where he's been, I don't know what he's been doing. I know that he was like a contestant on some show in Korea, but he's been away for a while, and then in 2016 he was like, hello, I'm back. So he came back with Crush, and that song just pulled me in, and then I was like, Sam, I need to know who you are. And then I listened to the album. The album is so beautiful. Just every single song is amazing. There's not a single one that I don't listen to. Like, I don't skip anything. Seattle is probably my favorite song on the album. That's such a beautiful kind of like homesick song, and I'm amazed that he can come out of the gate so strong, like so damn strong, and just wow, shocked me. And not enough people listened to him. Not enough people heard about his debut. So that actually kind of made me sad, because he is like just raw talent. Nothing but raw talent. He's almost like the Korean Ed Sheeran, and we all know Ed Sheeran is the boss. Like, he's amazing. And so just this album had to be up there. But then Taemin's Press It. Like, that was just too much. That was almost rude. Like, the way he just dropped it, he had drip drop, and then he had press your number, and he was like, here I am. Like, all he had come out with was Ace, and Ace was good. Ace was fine. It did the job. It was very SM kind of a release, but Press It was just like, there's nothing else in K-pop that comes near Press It, honestly. Like, Press It is so MJ, but at the same time, it's so Taemin. It's something that only Taemin could do, something that only he could produce, something that only he could really sell. Even if like Jonghyun, who is my ultimate bias, if Jonghyun had come out with something like Press It, I'd be like, nah. Like, this doesn't fit you. It doesn't do well with you. Only Taemin could really carry this album. And he does such an amazing job on each one of the songs. He does an incredible job just embodying this whole album. Like, I love this album so much. And when it came out, I believe it came out in like February of 2016, the beginning of 2016. By the end of 2016 to now, I am still listening to that album. I am still shook by that album. When I watch the music videos and the dance practice videos and the performance videos, I'm still amazed that, like, Taemin did that. Like, Taemin really did that. And it makes me so happy. Like, to know that this boy who was ridiculed and teased and no one thought he would become anything, and he goes from not being the greatest singer to now having his own solo debut. He has a mini album, he has a full album, and he sings his heart out. Soldier, go listen to Soldier. He is singing. He's singing on Already. He's singing on just like, he just made this year. Like, when I heard that album in February of 2016, I knew. I just knew. I was like, there's nothing that's going to be better than this. This is it. So thank you for watching, you guys. If you have a different list, please put it in the comments down below and tell me why your number one is your favorite. And thanks for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe, follow me on Tumblr and Twitter. Those are down below. And thank you for watching CUKpopToday, and have a good day.